Hey, welcome back. It's time for Game 3 of Google versus IBM. It's AHGL A-League time, and I'm excited for a third game. This could be our last one.
It could be. It could be. Spoiler alert. Well,
right. Well, we just said it could be the last one, so you can infer a 2-0, but you didn't know who, unless you've been watching.
Yeah,
again.
absolutely. Google,
until now, Google is up 2-0. And
yep.
yeah, they've played really good games.
We got PVZ, Protoss versus Zerg coming up for you guys. This might be the last game, and so it's really important that IBM come back from this one. And A-Train is going to be playing for IBM. He's a really strong Protoss player, in my opinion, so he might be able to just take this game and bring IBM back into it.
Yeah. So we'll continue talking. Let's jump in here.
Absolutely.
There we go. So at the top in the red playing for IBM, we have
IBM A-Train.
And at the bottom, playing as the blue Zerg for Google, we have
Google Wilkin.
And this map is Core Hall City. It's really big.
It's really big, and you have a free expansion in your base. This is
right there.
This is kind of like a two-player map, and made into like a 1v1 map. I don't know about this one because I feel like Zerg already has such an easy time expanding. With a map like this, they'll have an even easier time expanding.
Yeah, it's a really easy quick expo here, and it's all contained within this giant ledge.
Looking at the production tab, I see a 6 pool.
Oh,
KingNothing. This might be a fast game.
I was going to talk about Relkin and A-Train for a while, but I guess I'm not going to have a chance. So, really quickly, you played against A-Train last week, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Microsoft A-Team took on IBM.
And,
and it was a pretty good game. It was a PvP that went to 3 bases.
Yeah, it was okay. I actually felt like I should have lost to A-Train, tell you the truth. His DT timing was really crisp.
The DTs were scary.
Yeah, it was scary.
It
was fast, and he was unfortunate that my Oracle that came to harass his base actually caught a glimpse of the Dark Templar Shrine. So
gotcha.
I managed to build a second Oracle in base and detect the Dark Templars. But if
by the way, A-Train has no vision of this.
Oh no,
he missed it. He sees no expansion, but he doesn't see all these Zerglings coming out.
Doesn't know that's coming.
He entirely whiffed on the scout. So he is in big trouble right now.
This is horrible. And he's not going to build a cannon. He's going to go for the Nexus.
Oh, jeez. This is so bad for A-Train right now. He has saved up all the money.
Oh, there goes. Nexus. There goes the Nexus.
Zerglings are halfway across the map, and there's no scout. Here he goes. Will he see what's about to happen to him first in the main?
Yeah,
there it is.
He doesn't see. There are not enough drones. And Zerglings are streaming to his base. What does he do?
And there they go. The first cannon gets built, but I can't imagine it finishes. There's the cancel. He doesn't have a pylon back here yet, and he's going to have to use the probes to defend.
Great mineral line walk there by A-Train, but he's losing so much mining time. He has to wait for that pylon to warp, and he has to wait for a cannon to warp in after that pylon.
Now, on the plus side, he has saved up the 500 minerals, so he doesn't have that Nexus. He canceled that, and he's going to lose so many probes here. Down to 8. Wow. Okay, down to 7 probes. And he will get 2 cannons down.
I feel like A-Train lost a little too much here, and more Zerglings coming in, sniping. That's such great micro sniping the weak probes there, trying to get as many kills as he can because, to be honest, I mean,
it's another probe.
That's another probe. Relkin has to come back economically because A-Train has built so many probes, and he was way ahead in worker count compared to the Zerg. But now with that pressure.
And Relkin's just continuing to build Zerglings, by the way. He's built 6 more Zerglings. I think he maybe should have stopped when he knew that this cannon was going to happen. But he'll at least get to take down this extra infrastructure over here.
Now he gets the pylon and the forge for free if more Zerglings stream in, which they are. Looks like it's a Zergling all-in at this point.
Well, he is building gas and a couple of drones, so it looks like Relkin's going to let up as soon as these extra 6 Zerglings get across the map here, which is appropriate. Get this pylon, maybe get this forge, and then take off and get more ahead. Seems like a reasonable plan from Relkin.
Yeah, if if this happened to me in a ladder game, I would have GG'd and quit.
You've been gone. On to the next game.
On to the next game. But this might mean IBM would lose the entire series. He has to hang on. He has to stay in this game and try to claw his way back into the game. And
A-Train doing a great job of representing his team here, not quitting early, not giving up,
yeah,
playing the whole game out.
Absolutely.
That's the way to be.
And A-Train is a very skilled player, so he might be able to come back, I feel.
Yeah, confident in his ability here.
Absolutely. Zerg's not getting a hatch in his natural, so that's really good news for A-Train.
He's doing so much damage to this Nexus. He's actually getting to the hull. He's through the shields.
Might go down. That's a lot of damage that the Zerglings are doing, and even more probes going down.
Probes are forced to fight before the Zealot finishes.
Trying to do some damage, but...
You can see Relkin just with his eye on the prize, not building anything.
Relkin is doing so well with the micro here, and more probes coming down. Zealot getting surrounded. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good.
Zealot has his back against the wall, but killing as many Zerglings as possible. Great micro again here from A-Train.
Right.
Team IBM with them button presses.
14 supply to 33 for the Zerg. Oh.
Yeah, it looks like 24 drones for Zerg here, and he's going to get his free expo now.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite the metagame play there on this map. It's so big.
Yeah.
And he guessed right, you know, he went straight across. I don't think it's forced cross, is it?
No, it's not actually. Yeah, he made a lucky guess too, I guess. Yeah. That's true. That's a good point. It's not cross spawn for sure.
So it may be that he inferred that from the way the probe was walking.
Probably
something like that.
From the probe timing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Either way, got the job done. I mean, this is a great map to do a 6-pull because the ramp is so wide. It's pretty hard to choke it early.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. And it was really unfortunate that A-Train did not scout I mean, looking at the drone count and looking at the spawning pool timing, these are very important things to do early game.
Yeah, and so Relkin actually dropped his week 1 game to Illini, I believe, was the match for Ernst & Young.
Okay.
So Relkin played a long macro game in that case. It was like 30 minutes, I think.
What was the race?
It was a ZVT.
ZVT, okay.
Yeah, and the Terran did some Hellbat drops. He was dropping left and right all over the place. It was on Newkirk City.
Okay.
And Relkin did a great job of defending against all those drops. So Relkin is also a really solid player.
Wow.
We have your first-hand experience here with A-Train, but I went back and watched the games in preparation for the cast so that I knew something about these guys. And Relkin's a solid player, too.
Okay. Yeah.
So he favors roaches. Boom. There's Roach.
That's
Warren.
Yeah.
There were a lot more roaches than I'm used to seeing in ZVT in his last game. And he seemed to shy away a little bit from the infestors. So we'll see if that's the case in this game, or if he changes that up a bit.
Yeah, but yeah, Relkin definitely not slipping in his macro, getting a third hatch, and his natural is up and running. Definitely really good macro decisions coming out of Relkin at this point. I mean, he's already so hit. He did so much economic damage. Wasn't able to seal the deal with the 6-pull. So really great defense coming out of A-Train for sure, and let's see if A-Train can claw his way back. He is a little bit behind. 27 supply for a Protoss, 61 for a Zerg player.
Yeah,
it's a little more than double in supply count for our Zerg player. So,
ooh, what a scout!
Relkin looking really good, nice.
A-Train getting in here, seeing the extra hatcheries. He hasn't seen any of the tech just yet, and it looks like the Queens are going to get the probe before he does.
Right, infestation pit coming out from Relkin, and Speedling's almost done. But I don't think we have a lot of Speedlings on the field right now.
I like that spine crawler, just right there, right in the middle of the ramp.
The defensive spine crawler. I think that's more for vision more than anything else.
Yeah, and so A-Train finally has his second Nexus up, and he has a great defense here at the front. Couple Zealots, 2 cannons, and going for the Robo there in case of roaches, I assume. Immortals are good, I've heard.
Zealot Scout coming out of A-Train. Hopefully we'll be able to see what's coming. Swarm Host coming out for Relkin. So that
nice.
So the infestation pit is not only for infestors. You can build Swarm Hosts out of them, and they are really, really good units. I mean, you need strong air to counter Swarm Hosts, and we're not seeing any Stargates coming out of a Protoss player. So this might be
just a double Zealot Scout here.
Yeah, this might be a little bit bad for A-Train. Oh, Zealot's getting caught by the roaches.
They just barely get away as the Swarm Hosts are coming out. And it looks like he's going for Hydras as well.
Right.
Hydra Swarm Host is so scary. Okay, this is the thing. Hydras can be faster now.
Yeah.
Right?
They can be. With
so
the
they can
upgrade.
move forward and back.
Yep.
Right? Like more like normal units as opposed to slugs.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Swarm Hosts produce like waves of free units that have range 3.
Yep.
And Hydras have range 5 or 6.
Right.
Which shoots over 3. So as you can imagine, throwing free units to tank for Hydras, while the Hydras do just sick damage and run away as soon as all the tanks die, it's just, it's so frightening.
Yeah, that's a
I don't know
great
how to
army
win
composition.
against that.
But good news for A-Train, he actually scouts this. His observer sees this, and so he needs units. He needs something to defend against these.
Yeah, and so you'll start to see these locusts just doing damage against all of the structures.
2 free
if they
kills
can get
right there. 2 zealots just melted for free. Those units just cost not even mana. They just spawn every once in a while.
There's no mana involved. They just get to attack, move up there.
Mm-hmm.
So their timers are pretty short, and you can see they're just turning into blood puddles after a little bit here. If you go get that upgrade. He hasn't gotten it yet. He's getting Groove Spines right now. But there's an upgrade that'll increase the lifetime by 10 more seconds on top of what they already live.
Right.
Which would make this a whole lot scarier because they'd actually be able to shoot at the buildings for any period of time. So he does knock down 1 pylon, again, all for free before they turn into blood puddles.
They do so much damage. And A-Train in a lot of trouble right now, being sieged and locked into 2 bases by the Zerg player. Zerg, meanwhile, has 3 bases and a much better economy. So it's going
to be really hard for him to get out of this.
Yeah, A-Train needs Colossi, he needs Storms, he needs some kind of area effect, and he needs those Void Rays to come out to field and try to take down some of the Swarm Hosts.
So here come the Hydras standing behind the Locusts again. You can see these buildings just going down for nothing.
Yeah.
And all the Hydras surviving.
And the Hydras are really good against the Void Rays if the Void Rays do come in to try to snipe out the Swarm Host. So this is
more links, not droning at all. So Relkin sees that he's in an advantageous position here and just wants to kill A-Train, it looks like. A-Train trying to get an Oracle. He has a Warp Prism somewhere on the field here. And it looks like he wants to kind of circumvent this horrible siege situation that he's in. But I don't know if he's going to make it work before this becomes like a game-ending problem.
Right. Yeah, this is this is great play coming out of Relkin. I mean, he knows he's ahead in supply. He's up on bases. All he has to do is just siege this Protoss base, snipe off as many buildings as he can for free, and melting zealots. I mean, A-Train is losing unit after unit for nothing. Okay, this is great. This Oracle might do some huge economic damage.
Yeah, so here's the warp in back at the 3rd base here for A-Train. He's going to get a couple zealots in. There's really nothing to defend for Relkin.
Right.
But on the other hand, Relkin continuing to push, taking out building after building. Losing a couple of Hydras there, a little sloppy.
Relkin is almost
such an army here.
Relkin's almost maxed out. He's almost at 200 supply, and A-Train is not anywhere close to that. And here we go. We got Zerglings, Banelings, Swarm Hosts.
So many Banelings about to hit the Immortals, and just that's GG.
Yeah.
A-Train has nothing to defend. He lost all his buildings, and the Oracle never really made it. The Zealots did manage to take out all of the drones.
Even if the Oracle killed every single drone in the Zerg base. I mean, the Zerg had a bank.
Yeah, let's just check this out. So the state of the game at the end is that these Zealots killed all of the drones here. Nothing happened at the natural. The Oracle just barely made it over there. It was sitting over in this region of the map for quite a while. And it just,
that's just too much.
The Swarm Host siege is way too much when you're behind.
Yeah.
I think Zerg players,
it's really hard.
I'm going to regret saying this, but when you're ahead, get Swarm Hosts. That's how you get more ahead now.
Absolutely.
That's it. Yeah. Google takes it 3-0
Great
over
games.
IBM.
Well played. Well played.
Yep. And there you have it, guys. If you want more, go to afterhoursgaming.tv. They've got all the games, all the casts, all the player, team bios. Volunteers, thank you, volunteers. Also, we love you guys. You're doing a great job keeping the league together, giving us stuff to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Red Bull Gaming, thank you for sponsoring the After Hours Gaming League. So this is a really well-run event.
Exactly, and thanks to Day 9 for starting it with Eric, I believe, and Day 9 TV for hosting the whole thing, getting us involved. It's been fun, and we will see you next week. We plan on doing this 8 p.m. Pacific time on Mondays, so find us at twitch.tv/KingNothing42, and you can find me on Twitter at BenHorst if you want to follow the other things I say and my random StarCraft musings.
Absolutely. Cool.
Okay, we'll see you next week. That's it.
Good night.